Hi Aries, and welcome to your June 2020 work and career reading. I'm going to get straight into it. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to those of you who watched the June love reading, and thank you for all your likes and for subscribing. It's really great to have you on board because, as you know, this channel's only been going about a month. So it's all a bit trial and error, and I'm trying to get into a routine, which is why this video is a little late coming out. It should have been out nearer the beginning of June. But anyway, bear with me. We're going to have a look today at your work and career for the rest of June. And we'll see what Spirit have for us. So let's get started. Okay, Spirit, please tell us the messages you have for Aries for the month of June. Check that's in camera. For the month of June, please, for Aries, for their work and career. So we have Seven of Cups, we have the Star. That's a good start, Aries. What else, please, Spirit? What else? Apologies. Oops, apologies. They're just saying to me, what else do you need? I love that. They're saying to me, what else do you need? You have choices here in June. You have, manifestation here in June. In fact, let's look at these Aries because actually they do make me laugh. So Spirit is saying, here you are. You have options in the month of June, Aries. Now, it may well be, obviously, the world's been in a very strange position over the last few months, as I've said in many of the videos. What's interesting now is we've gone from the cards that I'm seeing in a lot of readings where it's been like reclusive cards, the hermit card, the waiting card, where, is reflective of us all being on lockdown. And now we're getting cards of movement. Which has made these career readings very interesting. And here we have you with the Seven of Cups, Aries. And, that's a good card to start with because it shows you have a number of choices here. It shows you sort of deliberating a bit about which way forward to go. You have a number of choices, but you see how patient the cat's being, just sort of chilling, sort of washing themselves. The lady behind the counter looks a bit sort of like she's been standing there a while. So, this is very much about you having options, Aries, during the month of June, but also trying to make a decision. Now, what Spirit is saying is that, here you have the Star card. Fantastic card of manifestation, fantastic card of sort of, there's no choice that is going to be wrong for you here, Aries. They want you to move forward with confidence because what they're saying to you quite clearly is whichever path you're choosing here can work out well for you. We're going to look in more detail. Obviously, we're going to lay more than two cards, but it was just, I thought I'd better read these two, which is quite unusual. I don't normally do that, but Spirit was saying to me, what else do you need? They have choices, and, it's almost like anything they touch is going to work out for them. I'm not going to say turn to gold because I can't be that sort of definite about it, but, it's a magical, magical card, the Star card. I love it when the Star turns up in any reading that I do because, it can only bring good fortune. So, be confident as you step forward, Aries, in the month of June because things are changing for you. You have got choices. Let's see what else. Spirit, please give us more information. More information. So we have the Two of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles. Oh, that one wants to come out. We have the Knight of Wands. Interesting. Interesting. I see your life's definitely moving forward here, Aries. Definitely. We'll look at them in just a second. Whoops, a daisy. That's exactly where I didn't need the cards to fall, isn't it? They're so slippery. They made a mess of my
cards.
Can we see them all? We can. Okay. Okay. Spirit, just one more, please. Can we have one more without them flying everywhere? Can we have one more, please? This one. Wow, okay, so we've got, what have we got here? We've got two aces directly underneath each other. Okay, let's get back to the first row. So we have these choices, Aries. We have, you know, this clear message from Spirit, like there's not really a wrong path there. You just need to make a decision along the way. But they're saying to you, you know, you are undecided. They can see you being a bit sort of... I want to say blinkered, bizarrely. I don't know where that word came from, but you know, here you see the lady. She's aiming for her goals, but she's doing it blindly. You know, she's not taking into account sort of maybe the detail that she needs to be taking into account. You know, she has this decision to make. She's undecided, and it's almost like a stab in the dark. You know, there's warnings here. I mean, the cat is looking at her with this expression. I don't think you can see it quite clearly on camera, but the cat has this expression of sort of, what on earth is she doing? And here we have the crow who's sort of got its beak open, trying to warn her. But, you know, she has a goal in mind, but she's sort of, yeah, trying to do it blindly, really. So they're saying, yeah, make this decision, but at least sort of, you know, take some care with it, look into it. You know, whichever way you go, you have the chance to manifest really good things for yourself. But just be careful and take heed of sort of, I don't want to say the opinions of others, because I think we need to all make our own decisions in life. And certainly, Arians, you know, you're known for being quite headstrong. That's the wrong word. You know, you're very sort of, you're very good at making clear decisions, is what I mean by that. I don't mean headstrong in a belligerent way. So they're saying, you know, make sure that, you know, you look with clarity here, because, you know, sword cards generally talk about clarity, but here you are blindfolding yourself before you throw the sword. So just take some care there. Otherwise, it's interesting that the Five of Pentacles comes after the Two of Swords, because, you know, here we see the person in this card is rushing away from a situation, or rushing towards maybe a situation. Only you will know what resonates with your life. But in doing so, she's looking straight ahead. She's taking her child with her. They're rushing to get to this destination or away from another destination. But what they're doing is missing the warmth here. And it may be that you're making these changes, Aries, or you're thinking of going in this other direction in a hurry, because you may be feeling that you've been left out in the cold in a situation. And it may have been that you've had obviously changes with, as we say, lots of people's job situation has changed because of the pandemic. So, you know, it may be that you have something in mind, but you're tempted to rush at doing it. But they are saying just be careful to look at the detail here, because you don't want to run blindly into something. Because, you know, either any of these paths that you pick, you just need to make the decision, because it will work out for you. But do you need to do it with care and do it for the right reasons, and not miss... Sometimes, I didn't finish my sentence, I was going to say not miss the good things that are around you, because sometimes we can push so quickly forward that we see the good things that are in our current environment. There's certainly adventures ahead, and I can see you moving towards sort of adventure, away from things that have been difficult or demanding. You know, night cards are very much about movement, you know, and this night is particularly adventurous. And, you know, you may want to try something new. You may want to try something that you haven't tried before, Aries. And again, this is coming underneath the Star card and is looking very positive for you. We have, you know, two cards that are aces. Aces are always about new beginnings, you know, and this is a new financial beginning for you. This is a new, you know, career move, and maybe something you've wanted to do for a long time. And maybe the changes that have happened during the pandemic have actually been changes that have helped you to plan this new future for yourself, Aries. As I said, this won't resonate with all of you, but take from it what you will. You know, here we have these new beginnings. Here we have the sun shining behind you, you know, and, you know, you holding the pentacle aloft and feeling, you know, on top of the hill, basically. So, you know, a really positive start for you. In whatever changes you're making. It could well be, if you're going back to the same work situation, it may just simply be that this is about your attitude, about viewing it slightly differently, about checking things out in your workplace, about introducing things that make it a bit more interesting for you, you know? Or it may be that they've just said the word sideline to me, and I mean sideline and not sidelined. It sounds like, you know, this could be something additional to your work that you're already in. So, I mean, there's many ways to look at this particular message today. It could be a fresh start. It could be a sideline business that you're doing. It could be that this is your business and you're adding things in. But they're asking you, you know, don't rush. They're saying rush, and this isn't usually a word I use with the Five of Pentacles, but they're saying don't rush blindly into a situation because it's exciting, you know. They're saying this opportunity will be here, but, you know, take care with the decision, because if you do it right, this could be a really good start for you. You know, or they just said the word regeneration. It could be a regeneration of what you're already doing. They're asking you, Aries, in all your excitement and your rush to move forward, they're asking you to actually make sure you take some time out. Now, that may sound weird after we've been through lockdown for a long time, but not all of you obviously will have been on lockdown, because a lot of you will have been key workers, and we thank you for that. But they're saying, regardless of your situation, make sure you still take some time out and take the time to review the choices that you're making so that you don't rush into them blindly. But also take the time to be able to, again, they're using this word regenerate your spirit, your soul, just so that you can make sound decisions and you're not making them from a point of being sort of exhausted or feeling rushed. There's definitely a big change here for you, or, you know, we have the Tower card. Some people sort of freak out a bit when they see the Tower card, but I actually love it. It's so invigorating, because the Tower is all about the breaking down of an old situation, or the breaking down of ideals, or, you know, a way of thinking. So it may be that while you're spending this time reflecting and you're thinking through maybe these changes, Aries, you know, that you're coming to a decision about making some changes. Or it may simply be that you feel like the rug has been pulled out from underneath you if you are in a situation where your job has changed without, I was going to say without your consent, but it's more about, you know, your job changed and you had no control over it. So there may well be the breaking down of old ideas, or the breaking down of a job situation. But it's nothing to worry about. It may seem a bit uncertain for you, Aries, but you have these two new pentacles. You have the Ace of Pentacles, which is the beginning of a financial path, of, you know, a new job, etc., etc. And, you know, it is going to lead to a lot more clarity. The Ace of Swords is all about, you know, thinking clearly, and that's, this is why I love reading so much, because it makes so much sense. What they were saying to you at the beginning of the reading is about making sure you're not blinkered. You know, give yourself time to not rush into things. Give yourself this time to think things through properly until you know, you're in a position to make those changes, for things to sort of crash and burn, as they say, in order for you to see things clearly and move forward. It may be for some of you, Aries, that this has already happened. It may have happened towards the end of May, beginning of June. As I said, I'm putting this reading out quite late, mid-June. So it may well be that this, you know, clarity is already with you, and that you're going to be planning your next stage forward. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take some oracle cards and go through and do the clarifiers. Gosh, I can't reach them. I don't think my arm's as long as it was. Weird. I'm going to move these over slightly, but still try and keep them in shot so that we've got room for the clarifying cards. Can we still see them? Yeah, great. Okay, Spirit, we're going to clarify some of the cards, please. In fact, we'll do all of them, I think. So let's do the Seven of Cups for Aries. What other messages do you have regarding the Seven of Cups, please, Spirit? For Aries. Oops, for June. What do you get? No, I'm going to redo. It's that one. Right, so they've thrown up the throat chakra card. So this is all about communication, and it may be that you've got lots of options. As we said, it looks like you're being presented with several paths that you could go down, several options. And the throat chakra is all about communication. So it may be that you're talking to people about several different options. They've just brought this card out to show you that they acknowledge that. They know there are maybe discussions happening or about to happen regarding possible options for you. And if there have been changes at work, then it's likely that those discussions have been taking place throughout the last couple of months, Aries. So let's just see what other messages come with the Star, please, Spirit. Please clarify the Star for Aries. Gosh, they're jumping the cards about again today. Spirit, please clarify the Star for Aries. Please clarify the Star for Aries. Please clarify the Star for Aries. It's this one. Yeah, I mean, it's what's interesting here is, look, we have the card of balance. And if you look at the Star, there is a balance here. You know, we've already said that you're going to be able to manifest things. If things have been a bit undecided for you with the Seven of Cups, there, Aries, there is going to be a sense of balance coming in. You are going to be able to move forward. Things are going to go in a good direction for you. And you can see this lady here is balancing things out with her hands. She's receiving good things from Spirit, you know, from the universe, and, you know, she's letting it flow through her. So there's a good sense of balance there. So again, Spirit acknowledging that, you know, things aren't going to stay. I must stop saying, you know, but it's a habit. I must break that habit. Tell me in the comments, say stop saying, you know. It's the only way it's going to work. But yeah, so there's a sense of balance definitely there for you. It won't always feel undecided, you know, and it may well be that there's some sort of resolution to those conversations you're having with people in June. Please clarify the Two of Swords, Spirit. What message do you have for Aries for the Two of Swords? The Two of Swords, please, Spirit. Two of Swords. Yeah. They're saying to you, you have the knowledge, Aries. Again, I used the word headstrong earlier, which was totally the wrong word. But, you know, usually Arians are very clear thinking, in my experience. And, you know, here you are looking as a teacher, looking at a leader. The dog's looking up to this person. The people are looking up to this person. They're saying you have the knowledge and the wisdom to make a decision about which way forward you want to go. But use that wisdom. Don't go into things blindly, okay? Because, I mean, it's not saying any major harm's going to, well, it's not saying any harm's going to come to you here, Aries, at all. But they're saying, you know, things will lead to good places. You've got these two aces here, these new starts that are great. The clarity and the new exciting financial start. So, you know, use your knowledge that you have, Aries, to move you forward. Please clarify the Five of Pentacles, Spirit. The Five of Pentacles, please. Five of Pentacles for Aries. Whoops, a daisy. Okay, we have two. Wow, they're quite powerful cards. We have material harvest and we have harmony. So, you know, they're saying these are here for you. You know, you are moving forward to good places, which is why they gave us the star right at the very beginning of the reading. So again, there's no need to rush. Your path is going to head you into good places. Gosh, my English is getting terrible. You are moving towards good places. So whichever path you take, as we said from the beginning, from the Seven of Cups, whichever path you take, you know, you have the opportunity to turn it into something really good for you. You know, financially it's going to be good. It's going to be something you enjoy because, you know, you feel a lot more at peace, a lot more in harmony with yourself, this opportunity. But there's no need to rush at it. They keep saying to me, tell them to stop rushing. So there's no need to rush, basically. Aries. Let's see what this Knight of Wands is all about. Spirit, please clarify the Knight of Wands for Aries. Please clarify the Knight of Wands for Aries. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. Please clarify the Knight of Wands. Stand your ground. Okay, so stand up for what you believe in. If there's a path that you want to follow, Aries, if there's this exciting, adventurous new path that you want to go on, you know, you might have others around you saying, no, that's a bit risky. But as we said, do your homework. Make sure you're seeing things clearly. Don't rush into anything. But if you feel that it's right for you, and you've done your research, you've done your homework, then this could be a good opportunity. It could be something adventurous, exciting, something new for you. So yeah, stand your ground and, you know, follow what is right for you, Aries, basically. I'm just going to turn those cards because they're the wrong way up. Right, Ace of Pentacles. What else can you tell us about the Ace of Pentacles for Aries, please, Spirit? What else can you tell us about the Ace of Pentacles? What else can you tell us about the Ace of Pentacles for Aries? There's one that's turned here and they're saying to me, take the one that's turned. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so we have this lovely new beginning. We have this feeling on top of the hill, feeling positive, feeling confident, feeling like, you know, where you're sort of heading on the right path. You know, with the Ace of Pentacles, and here they are clarifying with the Victory and Success card. So, you know, these opportunities that you're considering, Aries, and the one that you will pick, it will lead you to good places. It will lead you to good new beginnings. It can be very successful, but they really don't want you to rush at it. They want you to take this hermit time, and we're going to see what they clarify it with. So let's do that now. Spirit, please clarify hermit. Please clarify hermit for Aries. Please clarify hermit for Aries. Please clarify hermit. I'm not going to take that because they're not telling me to. Please. Yeah, okay, what is that one? Awareness, yeah, they want me to take both of them, yeah, okay. So the first one they brought out was Prosperity Begins. So they're saying, you know, take the time to really think this through, to think about your path, to think which direction you want to go in, because we already know that it's going to lead, as we said a moment ago, to, you know, a successful path, Aries, you know. And they say to you, you have the inner knowledge. Again, we're talking about knowledge, but this is very much about spiritual knowledge. It's about having the intuition, having the awareness of what feels right for you. So they're saying, you know, take the time to think this through, to get in touch with your own thoughts, your own feelings, because you're at the beginning of something really good here. And this card is always significant to me because not only does it look abundant and it shows things growing with solid roots, but we also have this card of partnership here. You know, this card of, and again, we had the Harmony card above it. So, you know, we have this, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going into partnership unless that is something you choose. This is all based around your free will. But when I see these two hands in a work reading, for me, it very often says, you know, this is something that you really feel is right for you. It's something that you know, it's almost like the work you're doing is the partnership for you, that it's something that you can really feel attached to. But there's a lovely peacefulness about those hands, I always think. And, you know, again, a very abundant card, the beginning of abundance there. So yeah, gosh, this is going to be an interesting month for you. Some of you may well already be on this path because, as I say, we're halfway through June. But, you know, this is a lovely, lovely reading for you, Aries. Let's have a look at this Tower. Spirit, please tell me. Please tell Aries, rather. Oops, a daisy. The cards are all turning all over the place for this reading. What can you tell us about the Tower, please? What can you tell us about the Tower? Oh my goodness. I'm going to take those two because the cards are incredibly jumpy and these two have come out. Again, we have this Crown Chakra card. This again is spiritual knowledge. You're spiritually supported in whatever changes you're going to make. These changes are going to be passionate. You know, there are going to be, it is about you following what you really want to do, Aries. And as I say, if you're quite happy with the work that you're already in, but you're just thinking, how could I make it even better? You know, then it may be that you're introducing something new into your current workplace. But we do have the Tower card here, which, as I said earlier, can be a breaking down of ideals. It can obviously be the complete sort of breaking down of what you've been doing in your work as well. But, you know, I always like to think that it's about, you know, changing the way that you see things. And it may be a change that you weren't expecting. It may be that you, because of a situation at work, that you've been forced into a position to rethink things, you know. And it may be that there's been changes to finance, or it may be that you're trying to bring in additional finance because we're seeing new starts financially for you. But it is something that you feel really good about, Aries, because we have this passion card. And intuitively, you know, you're going to know, but spirit are with you. You know, you have that spiritual backing. Right, let's look at the Ace of Swords. Okay. The Ace of Swords, please, for Aries. Please clarify the Ace of Swords, Spirit. Please clarify the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords for Aries. The Ace of Swords for Aries. Yeah, you're going to be seeing things very clearly, you know, and if you have had a Tower moment that, you know, wasn't exactly what you were thinking and you've been forced into a change you didn't particularly want, Aries, then, you know, Spirit is saying you're going to be overcoming these obstacles and challenges along the way. This is why they're asking you to think things through, because they don't want you rushing things, because they're going to be there. They've already said they have your back. They have your back. I must be clearer in the way I say things. And, you know, they're going to see you through any obstacles or challenges that come your way. And in actual fact, here they are. You know, the Ace of Swords is all about you seeing things a lot more clearly. Sorry, they always play with my throat chakra. It makes me cough. When there's something very clear they want to say to you. And they're saying to you, you know, they will give you this clarity. You will get this clarity during the month of June, and certainly towards the end of June. So you will know your path forward. And, you know, these obstacles and challenges are going to be minor obstacles or challenges. So whatever the Tower moment is, whether it's been a big change or just a change in the way you've viewed things or a reassessment of things, you know, you'll have the clarity to work your way through it, Aries. So, you know, if at the moment things feel a bit uncertain still, then it's going to get a lot clearer. and you know, you have these lovely new starts. So I'm just gonna have a drink of water. Spirit, can you clear my throat, please? They always do that, but it's in the middle of reading. So it stops me being able to talk, bizarrely. Anyway, sorry. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so as I say, for all it won't resonate for all of you, but for those of you it does resonate with today, then you know that you've got some good outcomes coming here. Just you know, as I say, make sure you see things clearly. Don't rush into anything without really thinking it through. But you can make some really good, exciting beginnings that you feel passionate about here, Aries, during the month of June. Right, what I'd like to do is, I've done these for the other signs, so let's try this with you today, Aries. I have a set of life purpose cards here, and I think it's been such a time of change for all of us that what I've been doing with other readings is I lay out 4 cards, 4 life purpose cards, and obviously we're all here having a purpose to fulfill in life. Now, this doesn't mean that these cards are going to say to you, give up your current job, you know, you need to be doing whatever's on these cards, because often these cards are about sort of a feeling or a feeling type action. But what they do is they just give you some sort of extra guidance about what would be helpful to you to incorporate to your life, to help you along your life path, if that makes sense. So I'm just seeing that all 4 are in camera shot. I think they are. So we have, if we number them, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to give you a second just to concentrate on them and pick a number, and then we'll turn them and see what the message is from Spirit for you. Okay, so I'll try and be quiet. That's a challenge for me. Okay. Okay, so if you chose card number 1, Aries, again we have options. I love how this happens, and look where card number 1 came up under the 7 of Cups with all those options. Love it, absolutely love it. So if you chose card number 1, it says consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So they're saying to you, you know, there may be better opportunities for you out there, things for you to pursue that would help you feel that you're on a life path that resonates more with you than the one you're currently on. So again, look at your options, see what's available to you, and, you know, see if that makes you feel better, Aries. Right, if you chose card number 2, now this advice is let go. It says walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. Again, in the reading, they were saying to us, take that time away. You know, in nature is always good. You know, that time to be able to let the clear thinking happen. You know, let go of anything you see as problematic or anything you're pushing forward with. You know, give yourself that time to think things through. So they're saying walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. So, you know, take the time you need, Aries. If you chose card number 2, make sure you take that time to be able to, you know, resolve any issues and discuss and find your way forward. Right, if you chose card number 3, this one says heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. And here we have it on top of the Knight of Wands, which is this knight who's rushing through into his adventurous lifestyle. So if there's something you've been dreaming about, you know, angels have already said they have your back. We have the crown chakra card down here. The angels are there for you. They have your back. They're supporting you. So don't be afraid to take steps towards your dreams, okay? I must just say that obviously, you know, don't go out and give up your job just because I said so. If only. Can you imagine if I had that power? How great. But no, I mean, I do need to make that clear. You all have your own free will. This is just guidance for you. So it's just something for you to consider. And as I say, the angels have your back. If there's something that you have decided upon, you need to make your own choices, and if you're going in that direction, the angels are there with you, supporting you to do so, Aries. Okay, so the final one is card number 4. If you chose number 4, this one says counselling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. So, you know, if that's something that, if counselling is a career choice that you're making, or if you're working with people, or even if you're supporting family and friends, Aries, you know, don't underestimate how powerful that is, and how, you know, you giving that wise advice and those kind words to people, how powerful that actually is. Because, you know, not only does it help the people you're helping, but also it helps you to feel good as well. So, you know, if that is something you're planning as a new beginning, or if it's something that you just do as a matter of course in your work, then, you know, they're saying that this is your part of your life purpose, and this is what you're on the right path for you, basically. Okay, I think I'll draw it to a close there, Aries. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, click the notification bell, and likes and comments I would love. I'd love to know how you felt those 4 cards worked for you. It was just something different. I thought I'd throw it in. So yeah, let me know if it works. And happy June, and I look forward to talking to you all again in July. Take care. Bye.